Now let us take few more questions. MCQ question and answer in software engineering. First topic is architectural design. So the first question is architectural design is a creative process satisfying only functional requirement of a system. Is it true or false? The answer is false because in architectural design, you design a system organization satisfying the functional and non-functional requirement of a system. So not only functional requirement, but also the non-functional requirement of a system is catered here. A dash view shows the system hardware, how software components are distributed across the processors in the system. So is it physical, logical, or process view? The answer is physical view. So physical view is implemented by system engineers implementing the system hardware. Next is the UML was designed for describing what? These are the options for you. Is it object-oriented and architectural design both or any other? The answer is D, both object-oriented and architectural design. In UML, the UML was designed for describing object-oriented systems, and at the architectural design stage, we often want to describe systems at the higher level of abstraction. Next question is, which of the following views shows that the system is composed of interacting processes at runtime? Can you give the answer? These are the four options for you. Four options. Which of the following views shows that the system is composed of interacting processes at runtime? The answer is process. So this view is useful for making judgments about non-functional system characteristics like their performance and availability. So process view shows that the system is composed of interacting processes at runtime. Next is which of the following is an architectural conflict? Conflict. Please read them very carefully and try to answer. The answer is D, all of them mentioned, because architectural conflict consists of using large grained components improves the performance, but it reduces the maintainability. Introducing redundant data improves availability but makes security more difficult. And localizing safety related features usually means more communication, so degraded performance. So all of these are true. Next is which of the following is not included in architectural design decisions? Which of these are not included? These are options for you. Not included. The answer is testing the system. See, architectural design decisions include decision of type of application, distribution of the system, and architectural style. So the architectural style to be used and the ways in which the architecture has been documented and evaluated, they are the talk of architectural design decisions. Next question is architecture once established can be applied to other products as well. Is it true or false? Well, this is false because system in the same domain often have similar architectures, but they reflect domain concepts. Means you cannot directly apply one architecture to another. Which of the following patterns is the basis of interaction management in many web-based systems? These are the options for you. Which of the following pattern is the basis of interaction management in many web-based systems? The answer is C, model MVC. So model view controller pattern is the basis of interaction management in many web-based systems. MVC, web-based system, right? Web-based system, MVC. Well, MVC was previously made for GUI, but now for web-based systems. What describes how a set of interacting components can share data? These are options for you. The answer is again, we take the repository pattern because the majority of the system that use large amount of data, they are organized around a shared database or a repository. Next question is, which view in architectural design shows the key abstractions in the system as objects or object classes? Which view? These are the options for you. In the architecture design shows the key abstraction in the system. The answer is logical. Logical. It is possible to relate system requirement to entities in a logical view. Relate system requirements to entities. So this logical view in architectural design shows the key abstraction in the system as objects or object classes. Next is, which of the following is a type of architectural model? Which of the following is a type of architectural model? These are the options for you. Type of architectural model. The answer is all of the mentioned because static structural model, dynamic process model, and distribution model. All these models reflects the basic strategy that is used in structure to structure a system. Next topic is our component level design. Component level design. Which of the following is not a construct? Sequence, condition, repetition, selection. Which of these are not construct? The answer is selection. Sequence implements processing steps that are essential in the specification of an algorithm, while the condition provides the facility of selecting or processing based on some logical occurrences, and repetition allow for looping. So, sequence, condition, repetition, they are all construct, while selection is not a construct. Which of the following steps is applied to develop a decision table? Decision table. Can you answer this? There are 4 options for you. The answer is all of them mentioned, because a decision table includes action stub and condition stub with a set of rules. So these steps is applied to develop a decision table. This is list all actions that can be associated with specific procedure, list all conditions during execution of the procedure, define rules by indicating what actions occurs for a set of conditions. Dash is a pidgin, that is, this is a simplified version of the language that develops a means of communication between 2 or more groups that do not have a language in common. So this is a pidgin. Can you find the answer? The answer is D, all of the mentioned, because either you talk about program design language, structure design, or pseudocode. So the difference between this PDL and real programming language lies in the use of narrative text embedded directly with the PDL, that is the program development language. Next question is, which of the following term is best defined by the statement, the ability to represent local and global data in an essential element is an essential element of the component level design. Which of the following term is best defining this statement, defined by this statement? The answer is A, data representation, because data representation means only the ability to represent local and global data in an essential element, is an essential element of the component level design. Next is a software component. A software component, these are 4 options for you. The answer is D, because a software component implements functionality. A software component has explicit dependencies which provides and required interfaces, that is providing our required interfaces, and it communicates through interfaces only. So software component, all of the options identify with the features of your software component. Which diagram evolved from a desire to develop a procedural design representation that would not allow violation of these structured constructs? These are options for you. Please give me the answer. The answer is B, box diagram. Next is a dash executes the loop task first, then tests a condition and repeats the task until the condition fails. These are the options for you. The answer is repeat until. Repeat until. Which of the following is not a characteristic of box diagram? These are options for you. Not characteristic of box diagram. The answer is D, providing a notation that translates actions and conditions. Providing a notation that translates actions and conditions. The functionality is covered by UML diagrams. The dash is represented as 2 processing boxes connected by arrow of control. Answer is sequence, of course. Next is, which of the following term is best defined by the statement, notation that can be input directly into a component-based development offers significant benefits. These are the options for you. The answer is A, machine readability. Readability is processing input. So, machine readability, notation that can be input directly into a computer-based development system offers significant benefits. Now we have software configuration management. The first question is, which of the following categories is part of output of software processes? Answer is all of the mentioned, whether it be computer programs, whether it be your documents that describe the computer programs or the data. Which is a software configuration SCM concept that helps us to control change without seriously impeding justifiable change? Give me the answer. The answer is A, because baselines. Baseline is analogous to your kitchen doors in the restaurant. So before a software configuration item becomes a baseline, change may be made quickly and informally. Next is software configuration management can be administered in several ways. These include administration of software configuration management. Please read these answers and find the best one. The answer is a single SCM team for the whole organization. Okay. Next is what combines procedures and tools to manage different versions of configuration objects that are created during the software process. What combines procedures and tools to manage different versions? Is it version control or any other? The answer is version control. Configuration management allows a user to specify alternative configurations of the software system through the selection of appropriate versions. Next is what complements the formal technical review or FTR by assessing a configuration object for characteristics that are generally not considered during review. And the answer would be software configuration audit. Software configuration audit. So this software configuration audit complements the formal technical review by assessing the configuration object for characteristics that are generally not considered during the review. Which of the following is the process of assembling program components, data, and libraries, and then compiling and linking these to create an executable system? These are options for you. What is the answer? Which of the following is the process of assembling program components, data, and libraries, and then compiling and linking these to create an executable system? The answer is A, system building. Next is which of the following option is not tracked by configuration management tools? So options are these, not tracked. The answer is all options are tracked. Tracking of change proposals, storing versions of system components, versions also, tracking the release of system versions to customers, so all of these. Next is which of the following is not a SCM activity, software configuration management activity? These are options for you. Risk management is entirely a different domain. So software configuration identification, release management, branch management, all are these considered to be SCM activities. Next is the definition and the use of configuration management standards is essentially for quality certification. In what? The definition and use of configuration management standard. The answer is will it be ISO 9000, CMM, and CMMI. So it is defined for all of the mentioned options, SCM standards. What involves preparing the software for external release and keeping track of the system versions that have been released for customer use or end user use? These are options for you. What involves preparing software for external release and keeping track of the system version that have been released for customer use? The answer is release management. So these were a few more questions on your software engineering MCQs. We'll be taking more. Thank you so much. Take care.